Hey, how's it going? We're doing the tag that So Comics tagged me in. It's the like first what is it? First memories of comic books. And I guess like I watched Rigor Mortis's video, and his was like a couple. He had a couple of stories about different stages, so I guess I do too. The first kind of memories I have of comic books was when Sonic the Hedgehog, the Mega Drive console, the Mega Drive game came out. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I loved Sonic. Everything had to be Sonic. And I remember I was out with my grandparents, I think, and I saw Sonic, this magazine here. Not this specific one. It was like issue 2 of this. This is 48, number 48. But it was issue 2 of this magazine, Sonic the Comic, and on the front of it, it had a Sonic badge that was just like Sonic standing there, like from Sonic 1, with his finger up. And I just saw that badge, and I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And I was just walking around this newsagents we were in with this magazine, and I wanted to say to my grandparents, can I have this? And I was just walking around holding it. And I eventually plucked up the courage to ask them, and they bought it for me. So I had the badge on my jacket, delighted, happiest lad you've ever seen. And I got home and I had this magazine. And so I just opened, obviously I read the magazine, and it was comic book strips of Sonic the Hedgehog. And this is issue 50. I remember this one from when I was younger as well. And so that's what it was. I'd obviously knew about comic strips and everything, but I never knew that they were something that I would be into or I would want to read. And just to know that there was stories for Sonic the Hedgehog. After that, every time we were out, I was like, I need more of these. I need more of these. I eventually got. I've showed this before. As you can tell, I'm prepared as ever for this. I eventually was given this for my birthday. You can see that it's got my name in it. So this is Sonic. This is some of these magazines reprinted into this kind of thing. I think this is about 4 issues of the magazine. But there's another one. I've just been emailing this company. Whatever, I think they're called Rowan Publishing. That's their label there. I emailed them to find out more about this. To find out if they'd done any more. But as far as I can tell, they've only done this book, which is called Beats the Badniks, and this one, Spin Attack. So I need to go pick up that Beats the Badniks. But you can see on the back here, it's been filled out. Maybe you can. It's been filled out. Oh shit. Oh fuck it. I haven't lived there for thousands of years. It's been filled out and nothing ever happened. So I still need to get my copy of Beat the Badniks. So anyway, that was kind of part 1. I must have been young then, just like, I don't know, 6 years old, I don't know. So then, I kind of left school. I'd read The Wasp Factory, I was reading Harry Potter, I was reading anything that I could get my hands on, books, novels. Starting to read stuff that I was told I should have read at school, like Catcher in the Rye. What else have I got right here? Oh yeah, sweet. To Kill a Mockingbird. Reading stuff like that, thinking, that I was pretty cool, pretty clever, pretty edgy kid, reading all these classic novels down the pub and stuff like that. And the guy that I worked with at the pub said, "You've read Watchmen though, haven't you?" I was like, "No, what's that?" Gave me his copies of the Watchmen comics, and I read, must have been the first 3, and I went into Aberdeen and bought my own. And then I bought V for Vendetta, From Hell, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I just started buying everything with this guy Alan Moore, his name on it. After that, I was like, right, what else have you got, man? So he, started just feeding me out of his boxes. Oh shit. He just started feeding me comics out of his boxes, and I kind of got to know some stuff that I liked through him. It just started from there. So, and here we are now. So that was kind of like a second awakening. I knew that comic books were a thing, but I didn't really know what I was doing when I walked in there. I'd actually been buying Serenity comics before that, but I didn't know that they were single issues. I just saw one day collecting the first Serenity series, so I bought it because I'm well into Firefly. And yeah, so I had been buying those, but specifically because I was a fan of Firefly. And yeah, he kind of opened my eyes and kind of led me in, I guess, kind of gave me an in. I knew, I could walk in and say, oh, I know Alan Moore. What have you got like that? Kind of thing. So yeah, I guess that's my story. Thanks very much for tagging me. You tagged a heap of folk. I'm trying to think who I was going to tag. I think I'm going to tag Davis Comic Finds. So what's your early comic memory or something? I've not worded that very well, but you know what I mean. So yeah, Davis Comic Finds. You're up, buddy. See you for the next one, guys.